And welcome back to the tutorial. Today we're going to tackle a couple of things with this form. So we take a look here. These are the things we need to get done. First we'll show a sample of the field set, so let's do that right away. In index.html we'll go down to the form, and I'm just going to show you what a field set does. We don't need to use a field set for this. Because we only have one form, but I want to show you what a field set will do for you. If you use a field set, you can break your forms up, and essentially what it will do is put a border around it. So we're not going to use that for our current tutorial because we only have the one field. One form. There's no reason to have a border around it. It's not separating it from other forms. Next, let's take a look. So we're done with that. Let's look at number 2, fix the label. This label comment is down below. Let's just move it up, so that's very easy to do. You can easily go into index.css, and we're going to add, first we need to know the name of it. So if in most of the modern browsers you can right click and inspect the element. We can see the name is comment label. So we'll grab that ID, comment underscore label, and very simply we'll put the vertical, we'll move it vertical, we'll align the vertical to top. And refresh, you can see after a refresh it moves up. Okay, next what we'll do is make the name and email fields required. Okay, so with the name field we want that to be required, we want the email field to be required. So the easiest thing to do is very easy to do. In the input, I'm going to move these attributes down. Write the word required. You need this attribute. We'll do it for the email field also. Also notice that the type for the emailed input is set to email. That will come into play because when you submit the form, then it will HTML5 will validate this field for you, so you can get away from using JavaScript for email validation. Then there's one more thing. Whenever you're going to use required, you need to actually trigger the submit event. So let's change this to input type equals submit. That way when you actually do the submission, then you'll get these from HTML5. Please fill out this field. So if we fill that out and we don't fill out the email field, please fill out this field. Well, that's kind of generic. So let's make it so that we can customize the message that appears here. And in order to do that, you can say that whenever the field is invalid, on invalid, and what you're going to do is you're going to call to this dot set custom, I think it's set custom validation validity. No, set custom validity. And this belongs inside the set custom validity, and inside of that you want to put whatever your custom sentence is. So for name we'll say please enter your name, and we'll do the same thing for email address. Please enter your email address. Save. Let's refresh. Let's not enter anything. Please enter your name. So if we enter in a name, you can go here or submit it, and it's please. It should say please enter your email address. What did we put? Let's take a look at it. And here it does says please enter your email address. So that's correct. Please enter your email address. Okay, so we have customized our input fields. Error message. Next, what we want to do is let's put some styling on it. There is a CSS pseudocode for inputs. Let's look at all inputs that have the pseudocode of required, and whenever they are invalid, we want to, let's see, is it invalid? I think it's invalid. Whenever it's invalid, we want to change the background color. Let's change that color to a red, F00 semicolon. Let's take a look at it. That's too red. Let's go back. Let's save. That looks better. And also what we're going to do is we're going to, whenever it's valid, we're going to change it to green. So green, remember this is RGB, so we'll use C for red, F for green, and C for blue. Let's take a look at it. Then the way that will work is if we begin to enter a name, you can see that it changes to green. There's one more thing we can do. We can add an image in the background. So let's take a look at how to do that. First, let's go out to Google and get one. Or you can use any site that you want. But I'm going to look for a red exclamation point. And we'll go into images, and then we'll use Google Search Tools. Under Google Search Tools, we'll search specifically for 16 by 16. The reason why you want 16 by 16 is because those sizes fit really well with Icon Archive. Okay, so they fit really well with input boxes. And only go to sites that allow you to download things for free. All right, it's a PNG, so we can download this for free. Download PNG. Okay, so there it is, and we'll right click and save the image as. Let's put it on the desktop for the time being. I think we need to create a media folder, and then in the media folder we need an images folder. Okay, and then let's go get our, nope, not copy, we want to cut it. Let's get rid of it, put it where it's going to be. That's the folder we just created, media. What happened to our, okay, so we now have an images folder, and we can paste that exclamation point. And also let's get the name of it. It's exclamation red icon.png. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change the background image to what was it? We need a URL, and that URL is going to be /media/images/name of it.png, and let's save and take a look at it. Wrong place, goodbye. Let's save it and take a look at it. So we have too many of them. That happens because we need to set no repeat. So what we'll do is we'll set the background dash repeat colon no dash repeat semicolon, which looks fine, except now as you can see it's on the left hand side. We want to move it to the right. So let's say background dash position. We want it on the right. Semicolon, save, right click, and there, it looks better. So as you start to type your name, there you go. And so that's it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching.